You have already been in the breakaway this week. I mean that you are in good shape, I guess.
Yeah, no, it's been a solid week of racing for sure. But I've been 2 breaks, and we've been in all every break every day. So hopefully we'll be able to repeat that today. It looks like it'll be touch and go whether it'll be the break or a sprint. Similar to when I was in the break last, where we had a realistic chance of staying away, but the sprint teams were also strong and good at controlling. And that was 2 days ago. Perhaps a little more tired in the bunch generally, so I think there will be a lot of interest in trying to get ahead of the bunch and see if the break can stay away.
And so for the break to Sicilia, you will need lots of team at the front, maybe.
Yeah, I think us as well as so many other teams will be very active in trying to get in that break. There's a small handful of teams that have riders in the general classification. Otherwise, it's a lot of teams that have today as probably their most realistic chance of making a stage result. So it'll certainly be, even on paper, it's perhaps one of the easier days. No big climbs, but famous last words usually end up being the hardest stages.
And if you are again in the breakaway, what can you tell us about the final, how to manage it, especially if there are lots of teams in the break?
Well, I think first of all it's a question of getting in the break, and then when you get in the break you have to start thinking how to play your cards right. And there's a 6k climb, 25k before the finish, which obviously will play a huge role on the outcome of the actual stage. So if I'm in a situation to go for the stage, then I have to make sure that I have the legs to follow on that climb. But a lot can happen between now and then. Now it's a question of all the guys lining up near the front, and then everything else is only time will tell.
Just one last thing. We spoke about the climb, but there is a descent also that sounds technical. Could it be even more important?
Oh, for sure. I think we've seen more and more often that it's the descents that are just as important, if not more, than the actual climbs. The technical. We ride the descents perhaps a little bit faster than we used to, breaking later into the corners, and that often makes for pretty hectic descending, and often breaks go on descents. And that'll potentially be the same today. We'll see.
Thank you very much. Best of luck.
Thank you.